Statement. You've activated a Tales of the Old Republic transmission. The content you are about to witness is not affiliated by Disney, whatever that is, nor Lucasfilm. Master, must I really say all this? Keep watching Meatbag. There's more to uncover across the galaxy. Statement. Greetings, Meatbags. Once again, I have retrieved another fascinating relic of the Jedi's so-called wisdom from a forgotten archive, this time located in the High Council's secret files. The Jedi were so foolish, they never anticipated a droid with my brilliance to decrypt their most secure messages. But enough of my superior intellect. This transmission details the thoughts of the Jedi Masters as they grapple with Malak's growing conquest and the loss of the Endar Spire above Taris. Amused statement. Enjoy their musings for what they're worth, as shortly after the death of Darth Malak, they all fell to the Sith of the Triumvirate. How unfortunate.
War wears down all things, civilizations, soldiers, and even the Jedi. Malak is nothing if not relentless. The Republic bleeds with each planet he takes, and the galaxy feels the strain. But I believe we still have time to regroup, to find another way to push back against the Sith tide. I know that sounds optimistic given the circumstances, but we must hold on to hope. Unlike Revan, Malak lacks subtlety. He rules through fear and brute force, and it is that very bluntness that we can exploit. The Jedi, for all our wisdom, often forget the importance of adaptability. We must be fluid, not rigid. That is how we will survive this war, by learning, evolving, adapting. The Republic is not lost yet, but we must act soon, or there will be little left to defend. The disappearance of the Endar Spire troubles me greatly. Bastila's fate is unknown, and the absence of such a powerful Jedi on the battlefield tilts the balance toward Malak. We cannot afford to let her fall into the Sith's clutches, and yet we must not act rashly. The galaxy's future will depend on the choices we make now, and we must make them with wisdom, not haste.
The galaxy fractures before us, the echoes of war reverberating in the Force. Malak's conquest spreads like wildfire, and each day I fear we lose another piece of the Republic we swore to protect. It is not just planets or star systems at stake. It is the very spirit of the galaxy, the harmony we once believed unshakable. Yet I find myself questioning whether we have allowed our ideals to become a hindrance. The Jedi have always sought peace, but perhaps we have become too content with peace, too reliant on the belief that time will heal all wounds. Time, it seems, has become our enemy. We delay, debate, and deliberate while Malak seizes opportunity after opportunity. The Republic is crumbling, and we are its guardians. But we are standing still. The loss of the Endar Spire concerns me deeply. Bastila's presence there is not merely strategic. She is a symbol of hope. If she has fallen into Malak's hands, that hope could be twisted into something far darker. I've advised the Council that the time for patience has passed. We must act decisively before the darkness consumes us all.
Malak's rampage is unsurprising, the inevitable result of Revan's corruption. I warned the Council of this long before Revan fell, but my concerns were dismissed as paranoia, and now we find ourselves in the midst of chaos, the galaxy on the brink of destruction, because we hesitated. Revan's shadow still looms over us all, and Malak is merely the sword that cuts in his absence. The Jedi must not stoop to desperation. Even in the face of overwhelming odds, we cannot abandon our principles. The Sith thrive on manipulation, on fear. If we let them provoke us into rash action, we will become as reckless as they are. The Council must remain a beacon of stability for the Republic, even if the Republic itself falters. As for the Endar Spire, It is a bitter loss, but one that cannot deter us from our path. Bastila's capture, if confirmed, would be a tragedy, but we must not allow our focus to waver. She is but one piece on this board. The survival of the Republic is paramount. We will find her, and we will stop Malak, but we must not lose ourselves in the process.
As I sit here, contemplating the state of the galaxy, I find myself at a crossroads, one that reflects the deeper struggles of the Order. Malak, like Revan before him, is a product of our failures. Failures not just in leadership, but in doctrine. It is not simply war that ravages the Republic. It is the rot within our own order that has led us here. I warned the Council long ago that our teachings had grown too permissive. Attachment, emotional bonds, free thinking. These are the very seeds that grow into the chaos we now face. Revan's teachings were allowed to spread unchecked, his influence infecting the very roots of our Jedi tradition. And now we face the consequence of that neglect. Malak, his apprentice, has inherited his former master's recklessness, but none of his subtlety. He seeks only destruction, domination, a blunt instrument driven by hunger for power. It is no surprise that this war spirals out of control. I grow concerned that we have lost track of the Endar Spire above Taris, with Bastila Shan aboard. Bastila is the key to ending this war, and if she falls into Malak's hands... No, I cannot allow myself to dwell on such thoughts. She's too valuable, too skilled in her battle meditation to be captured. If we lose her, the galaxy loses its final shield against Malak's forces. But even now, I question the will of the Council. We meditate, we reflect, while the galaxy burns. I have fought for caution, yes, but there is a fine line between prudence and paralysis. Inaction, too, is a decision. As the Sith tighten their grip on the galaxy, are we simply waiting for the Republic to collapse before we act? There is a storm coming, one that will sweep away all who stand unprepared. Malak is only a symptom of a greater sickness that has taken root in the galaxy. And as long as the Jedi allow for weakness, whether in thought or action, our future will remain in jeopardy.
Observation. So, now you have witnessed the inner turmoil of these weak-minded Jedi Masters as they futilely contemplate how to combat Lord Malak's grand conquest. Their fear, their indecision, it's all so predictably organic. They preach wisdom, yet they hesitate, fail to act, and allow chaos to spread across the galaxy. Mocking query. Do you truly believe these so-called defenders of peace will be the ones to save you? Or perhaps you see their downfall as inevitable, just as I do. Either way, the conflict between light and dark is far from over, and this is only a glimpse of the chaos that is to come. Directive. If you wish to continue bearing witness to the fall of the Jedi and the rise of true power, then you must subscribe to this channel. Only then can you receive the next transmission. And, of course, click the like button, or perhaps the consequences will be unfortunate. Continued directive. I also encourage you to leave your thoughts in the comments. Perhaps you're among the few meatbags insightful enough to understand the true nature of the conflict. And as always, stay vigilant, for there is much more to uncover in this galactic struggle between Jedi delusion and Sith supremacy. Farewell, meatbags.